Hey guys, I'm going to do a PDF filler video on how to send somebody a template, and then I'm going to do one for the families on how to sign a template. First time you do it, it takes you a second to understand it, but once they do it once or twice, they'll be fine. So the first thing we're going to do on our end is go to templates, and you're going to hit create from template. You've got to do that, or it will mess things up. So I'm going to use attachment F and hit create from template. And I'm going to call this one Rex Test. I've been naming these the family's last name or first initial last name just so I can keep track of them when they come back. Hit create. So it's going to go ahead and open it so you can fill in the fields that you want to fill in. So I've done this for a couple of families so far, and it seems to have worked. And depending on how fast your connection is. So on the attachment F, the fields I have ready to put in are for us, AZFC, whatever our number is. I should know it by now. And I can actually fill these out and save it. I just have not. Don't know what our site code is here. Developmental home provider's name, say it's Rex Matthews, and he's opening one, and social security number is 000-00-0000. If I don't know that, I could leave this section blank and ask him to fill it in. And so I know that this developmental home provider only needs one signature. I'm actually going to click on this signature. Oh, sorry. I'm actually going to go over to the Add Editable Fields. And I'm going to click on this one to be a required field. And I'm going to click on this one to be a required field. Because those are the two that, oh, and I'm sorry, I want this one to be a required field as well. Oh, nope, I don't need to do that, sorry. I already put that information in there, so I'm going to hit save. If you set required fields, then they can't exit without those fields being completed. And then I'm going to go ahead and sign it here as the provider. My signature is already set up in here. And I'm going to hit the confirm date. Everything is all set up and ready to go. So I could click done, or I could just go ahead and know that I'm going to send it to sign. And so that's what I'm going to click on. It's going to go ahead and save everything and then switch it right over to that field. And I am going to send this one to, I'm going to send it over to Rex at Luna Phoenix. And it's already got my name in there, or I'd have to type it in. Need to sign. That's what you want to put in. You can add different recipients if different people need to sign, but normally this is just for one family to sign. Security, you can set up different securities. I'm not doing any of that right now. I don't need to collect additional documents, but there's a couple things in here that you'll want to set up the first time. And I have mine set up as the default, and that's to edit and sign. Sign only means you only have a signature field there. A lot of times we have to have them put in the date, and also we might want them to type something else in there as well. Enforce required fields. The default is off. I would certainly put that one on, because then they can't send it back unless everything that needs to be signed is signed. And then signature stamp. Real important that one's on too, so that puts the little stamp on there that proves that they signed it. Under the next one is your welcome message. And I haven't updated this one yet, but you can, and you can save it. But you can also just say, please sign and date this form. Please return, and I will then send you a copy. So You can put in as much as you want to put in there. You can put in your business card, any information you want to put in there. We can actually set up a YouTube video, which I might actually include that video on here. And I'm going to then save this one as my default. Here, signature request from X Matthews. AZ families. So uses the default. I'm going to hit send, and you'll get a message saying it's being sent. And then you can just go to my docs, and you will see it in your outbox. So if you go to, which is right here, and you can see that it went out in my outbox. And when it comes back in, you actually can go over to your signed documents when it shows back up. You can click on it and just hit Save As if you want. And when you hit Save As, once you set it all up, you can save it as a PDF right to your Google Drive. And then once it's there, you can do whatever you want to it. I've actually been having a few little issues with saving it to my Google Drive. I'll show you, see if it works this time. But I actually set up my Dropbox as well. I can save it there and then drag it over, and sometimes it's a little bit easier. But if I save this one here right to my Google Drive, so it said it saved to my Google Drive. And I'm just going to go over and sign in it. See if it saved it this time. Refresh it. See, it's something going on where it's not saving it to my Google Drive, and that might be because I have so many accounts. It's just not showing up there. And I was logged in under admin. I wonder if for some reason it went to admin. It did not. So I can't tell you where it went. That's the problem I've been having. When I go over and hit Save As, to my Dropbox, I just click where I want to save it, hit save. Yeah. Check my Dropbox out here. And it's right there. So I can then just slide it right over to wherever I want to send it. So in some ways that's a little bit easier. Can't quite figure out what's going on with the Gmail. I was getting some, or the Google Drive, was getting some failures the other day on it. But if you've lasted to the end, that's about it.